Ground, Colaserto's going to take it himself. And that's actually not Colaserto. That is number 8 for Shady Spring.
That's Gage Spears.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he took a broken play and made something out of it. So that's going to put Shady in business inside the Oak Hill. Well, we have another flag down. So they might bring that back here, Lucas.
It's a hold against Shady, so it will be brought back, Chris.
Yes, that's good news for Oak Hill. That would have put Shady at a 1st and goal.
Instead, that's going all the way back to the 35.
So that's going to make it looks like a 1st and maybe a 1st and 2.
It looks like Spears is the guy now for Shady. Colaserto's on the bench with his helmet in his hand.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Spears is the quarterback now for Shady.
High snap, but they will get the handoff off, and that's going to be number 30 for the Tigers. We'll get that to you if we can.
I have 30 as Tucker Harvey, 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore for Shady. He's got an interception tonight. That time, a nice reception. It's going to put Shady in a 1st and goal at Oak Hill's 6-yard line.
So Shady knocking on the door.
So that was just confirmed. My buddy Wes Queen just confirmed that number 78 is Landon Kalani. And I thought it might be. I was just looking at his build and stuff. But he's typically number 71. So number 78 is Landon Kalani in there.
Snap is back. Spears going for the fade in the end zone. That pass is caught, and it's Collins once again.
Yeah, it was Jace Bailey again. Pulling that in. So, yeah, Shady's cutting into that lead.
I'm mixing Don Collins and Jake Bailey. I knew that. I'm looking right at it. So Bailey finds Paydirt.
Speaking of Don Collins, he's continuing his career at Concord, and he had a really nice opening week. I haven't seen it since, but I think the opening week he had like 9 catches for $186.
He'll take that.
Yeah.
Looks like Shady's going to go for 2 here. They will as Spears again drops the throw, and that passes once again. No, he dropped it. That's incomplete. And it's 36-17 with 9:09 to go in the football game. And we'll take a step aside here for just a quick moment and come back for the rest of the game on the River Network.
Lucas, I brought it up before. I'll bring it up. If you're Shady, you want to try an onside kick here?
Why not?
9 minutes left. You cut it to 36-17.
Do it again. It's 36-12. You never know.
Got a little momentum. Let's see if they want to do that. Still kicking it deep, though.
And that'll be fielded.
It's Isaiah Settle.
And Isaiah's going to find the outside. Isaiah's going to run for a little while before he gets slammed down about the 40-yard line.
Yes, out to the 40. Let's see if some of the backups can string together a better drive than they did the first time. Well, James Ludwig
is back in the game.
Has checked back in at his right tackle position. I still see Tyler Garrett out there. Derek Sullivan still out there. Tyler Kincaid. Well, they have set down Braden Knight, so that's most of the starting offensive line, but they're keeping Antoine at quarterback. Other than that, they're putting backups in at the skill positions.
And Antoine will keep it himself. He will just keep jogging forward and put his knee down and then get slammed down.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah.
I don't know why you. I mean, we're still playing football, right?
Right. I checked.
We still have about 9 minutes left, and it's not like Oak Hill's up 100-0.
No,
I wouldn't have taken a knee right there. I'd still keep playing.
And I'm kind of surprised there wasn't anything called on that because it looked like he did give himself up, and then he got hit after the.
Yeah, he did. He took it, and then he did get hit from behind. As Landon Claney now is checked in at that right tackle position.
Snap is back. They'll hand the ball off.
That's a pretty good hold. It's Caden Morris. Yeah, that's a nice little hold from the right-hand side. So Caden was able to get a solid 5 yards. That should move the sticks up there to the 50-yard line.
I think it is, yep. First down and 10 from the midfield stripe.
As Braden Knight looks like he's looking to check back in, I think. As of right now, the only starter still out there is the quarterback, Antoine Hicks. And I think he's getting his equipment, his flat back there fixed. That rib protector he's wearing. I think we're going to take a timeout here.
I think so. Yep, a timeout looks like it'll be taken. And indeed it is. We'll see if Darren can flash us up a shot of that clock. Can't imagine things have changed too much since the last JD score, but it'd still be nice to know. And again, we'll hammer home this is the second of 3 straight on the road for the Devils. They'll be at Greenbrier Reeds next week before they get a bye, and then they come home for Capital, second week of October.
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple of weeks they can get a couple of kids back. Hopefully Luke can get back out there. I do think Antoine's done a really nice job. I think Oak Hill's offense is at its best if Luke's at quarterback and Antoine is at his normal wideout position, though. They're still going to be missing Solomon Truman, unfortunately, for the next few weeks.
And you see him right there with the pads off, everything. Tyler Colasino went down after scoring a touchdown.
Tyler Colasino went down. We'll see what his status is moving forward. As again, Caden Morris gets, positive yardage up here to the 46. That's a nice little 4-yard gain. Little counter actions are pulling that backside guard there.
You hate to see anyone go down, but I really hate to see Tyler go down because he got injured on a touchdown. Didn't come up get a chance to celebrate.
Yeah, that's his first varsity touchdown of his career, and you don't even get a chance to really celebrate it because you got injured. So I'm with you on that. That stinks for him.
Dance team and color guard. Starting with the color guard, Tessa Collins, Miss Maggie Brown, Kimber Bailey.
Second down, and we're going to say 5.
Yeah.
For the Devils here.
Your Tiger color guard. And
oh my goodness.
Team, freshman Sydney Cook, Allie Day, Lakin Hatcher.
Man, can Oak Hill ever play a game? Golly. I guess that was maybe delay a game.
That's what it looks like.
That's the only thing I can figure right there is delay a game.
Yeah, because no one had a chance to move it.
Yeah.
All right, scratch that. 2nd and 11. Bit of a high snap in the handoff.
It's Riley Biggs.
Biggs
is
going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's thinking first down.
Look at that.
I think he's got it.
Sure did. It looked like that play was going nowhere, and Riley Biggs broke a couple of tackles and nice little stiff arm, and he's out there past the 40, and that's an Oak Hill first down. Nice job by I think Riley's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman, 5'9", 189.
Perhaps most crucially for our interest, he stayed in bounds and the clock keeps moving.
Now, I think, and I could be wrong, and somebody can correct me if I am, I think Riley Biggs is Kevin Biggs' son. And Kevin was a really good football player at Mount Hope back in the day. So if that's his dad, he's got good genes for it.
And the handoff will go. Looks like that's Caden Morris again.
Yeah, they're trying to pull that guard and wash down the defensive line, and then looks like that might pop open for a minute, but the Caden couldn't quite squeeze through there. As right now, Tyler Garrett, number 74, is the only starter still in there on the offensive line for Oak Hill. Oak Hill subbing pretty liberally. Jack Hess is going to come in at a running back position here for Oak Hill.
We don't even make passes.
It's going to be Hess and Biggs in the backfield back there with Antoine.
And that familiar two-back look, it's going to be Biggs who gets the handoff. He's going to take it across the 20. Got a first down and then some.
Man, he put his head down and moved the pile that time too. So Riley Biggs with a couple of nice runs in here in the fourth quarter for Oak Hill. He's looked good on a couple of those runs. It's good. You want to see the JV when they get in there do something. You don't want it to be all negative. So they strung together a couple first downs here, so that's something positive that they can build off of too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's call another new name, Mason Morgan, number 66, a 5'9", 226-pound freshman in there at left guard for Oak Hill now.
Antoine's going to take a shot downfield, and that will fall completely looking for 7.
Yeah, he wanted to settle down there in the corner of the end zone. Again, thrown into double coverage, though. Shady had that covered up. And unfortunately, that stops the clock for us as we're nearing the 10 o'clock.
We're nearing, it's a marathon.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't think we'd get to another 10 o'clock game, and here we are, 9:48 on my iPhone.
Well, to be fair, the injury in the first half did.
That is true.
That did hurt our time.
That's a good point. The injury timeout did cut into the time a little bit.
Another handoff.
That's Jack Hess. And he fumbled. Get on that. Riley Biggs is going to come up with it. The Shady's now is dipping in. Now we have, basically Shady's JV against Oak Hill's JV. So that's why you're starting to see a little more success here for Oak Hill. But nice little drive here by the Devils. As I see somebody doing push-ups down there on the field, so they're punishing themselves for something they weren't supposed to do. I can appreciate that. That was Jack Hess for fumbling the ball. So I like it. Jack fumbles the ball, goes back to the huddle, cranks out 10 push-ups to punish himself, and he's ready to play again. I like it.
I think that was Jackson Hale in there for Shady on the action at the end of the play. Look, I saw 45 in there. It's going to be Biggs this time. Biggs is going to...
He's carrying tacklers, man. Look at that.
He is. He's going to get down near the 5.
Riley Biggs. Somebody's down there for a kill. I think that's going to be Riley Biggs.
I think you're right.
Really good run, and that young man's looked really impressive this try, but it looks like he's down now. They'll have to come tend to him.
And while they do that, we'll make note of the fact that they're near the 5-yard line, which means, Chris, we could be looking at a record-setting night for the Devon Marion era. We're near our new goal.
That's what we're looking. We're looking to break 42. A touchdown would get us to 42. We need that extra point to get us over the hump. So that's been the most points scored in the Devon Marion area for Oak Hill is 42, and we're looking to get past that. That's the goal right now.
And tonight's win would take Devon to 21-6 in his time at Oak Hill, and it would mean he would be one game behind 8th place in the all-time record books at Oak Hill High School in just his 3rd season. we mentioned earlier, I don't feel the need to continue going down this road, but it's still true. You need to mention it at least once. This really is an incredible run he's on in Oak Hill.
Yeah, it really is. He's done a heck of a job since he came over from Princeton a couple of years ago, back-to-back playoff appearances. You have to think, we're in Quad A now. There's only 20 teams in Quad A. Top 16 go. I think Oak Hill's got a really good shot.
I think you're right. Yeah.
To go to their third, and we'd have to go digging into that Four Seasons website to find the last time Oak Hill went to 3 straight playoffs in 3 straight years. I don't know when that would be, but that hasn't happened a whole lot. I know in the Jim Martin era, back in the early 2000s, they had some good teams, maybe back then, but Coach Marion's done a really good job since he came over here from Princeton. Can't say enough about him. As Antoine back in that shotgun, we'll throw a little swing pass out here to the left, Isaiah Settle. There's nothing doing there.
Chris, you're right. 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. 4 straight.
4 straight for Jim Martin. He had some really good teams in that era. So I do remember those teams. I enjoyed watching them. Jason Blankenship, who, used to broadcast with you, an assistant principal. Jason Blankenship was a really good high school linebacker. He was a really good football player. I really enjoyed watching him play. And he was part of those Jim Martin teams in the early 2000s. He could tell you some stories about them. They had some really good teams back then.
I'd love to hear some stories about that. I really would, just to learn more about those things. Because I was here, but it was a little before my time. Because that's going to be a pass out to Brennan Brooks. Brennan's near the goal line. Can he get in? He's trying to move the pile. And he just about does. He'll get it down to about the 2.
Oh, yeah. He sure did. So Oak Hill knocking on the door here late in the game. We don't know exactly how much time's left.
Enough time to break the Marion record.
So it looks like it's going to be first and goal with the Shady 3 here for Oak Hill.
As Antoine will have Biggs back there, running back with him.
Glad to see Biggs back in the game after having to go out with an injury a couple plays ago.
Handoff. Riley Biggs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Hill.
I like Biggs. He's a horse, man.
Yeah, he is.
I like Biggs. He's a good-looking athlete. And he's just a freshman, so that might be a kid that has a bright future at Oak Hill. He might be, the next coming of J.D. Moritz or something like that.
I was kind of thinking, yeah.
He's a big, physical-looking kid, and it looks like when tacklers hit him, they go backwards for the most part. So, yeah, I've been impressed with Riley Biggs here on this drive.
Gets a tough touchdown in the varsity game.
Yeah, good for him.
And now
they're going for 2.
They're going for 2.
So we'll see if we're going to break the record or tie the record, Lucas.
We're going to find out. It's Biggs kind of moving a little gimpily back there. They're going to get a screen out and it's dropped.
Oh, no.
And we merely tie the record for
Yeah,
now.
and I think it was set up pretty nice, too. That was Austin Johnston out there. And Antoine, I've said Antoine has thrown better passes down the field than the screen passes he's struggled with.
Yeah, he has. I'd have to agree with you
He's
there.
bounced a lot of screen passes out there. And then when he throws it down the seam or down the sidelines, he throws a good ball and puts it on them. So that's kind of strange. All right, give us a shot of the clock, Darren. 42-17. How much time we got left here?
I can't imagine it's that much.
We're all hoping.
At this rate, they'll get back in Oak Hill at what, midnight?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get it. Come on, give me a shot of the clock, Darren. Don't tease me. I thought he was panning over,
to.
and then he stops.
I thought he was, man.
So I'll call
Let's
another.
see.
Well, I was going to say number 53. I don't have a number 53 on my roster, so I can't call his name. I'm sorry about that. 45 is Samuel Zimmerman, 5'6", 144-pound freshman. He's in there on the kickoff team right now, getting his first action.
1:47 on that clock for Darren.
Number 64 is Zane Billups, 5'8", 181-pound freshman, getting his first action on the kickoff team as well.
And that one goes into the end zone once again. So the buck 47 to go. Shady will take over. And we pray he's in the mood to just run the clock out.
Yeah, tell the refs to keep the flags in their pocket.
Yeah. This move Oak Hill to 3-1 on the season.
Nice bounce back win after a tough week last week against Princeton. So a get right game for them. I think Greenbrier East is going to be tougher next week. That was a really good game last year when East came down to Oak Hill. I expect that to be a pretty competitive game and fairly next week too. We'll see if Oak Hill can get any healthier, particularly Luke Endicott. If he can come back for that game, but I do think that's going to be a more competitive game next week for Oak Hill.
And I kind of put a bow on it in terms of a point you and I made at the beginning of the game. We did not know what to expect tonight. We had no idea. And I think if you would have told us it would be a game like this, we both would be thrilled. And here we are, as that's going to be a long touchdown for Shady, as Gage Spears is going to find the end zone to make it 42-23.
Game just can't end, can it?
No.
The game just can't end. Yeah, nice run though. Nice run for Gage Spears. He took that right up the middle. Yeah, minute 35. And yeah, I think we're definitely going to hit the 10 o'clock mark again.
Oh, we absolutely are.
Yeah, absolutely. I am hearing, albeit unofficially, that Shepard McGinnis, that they don't think the injury was nearly as bad as it looked.
Oh, good.
I'm hearing that unofficially. I'm not going to speculate on what it was, but I'm hearing that wasn't as bad as it looked. So nice pass break up by Brendan Brooks there in the end zone to break up that 2-point conversion.
To kind of hit on the point about Mr. McGinnis, we certainly hope that is the case.
Yeah, like I said, I'm hearing that unofficially. Wasn't quite as they were very, and you'd rather be overly precautious. You have to be. So but it looks scary when you see EMTs come out there and they backboard them and you take them off. As my phone is telling me it's time to go to bed. There went my bedtime reminder. But when you see all that happen, especially with a high school kid, it hits you in the heart, and you just think the best thoughts for him. But maybe just being really precautious, and that's what you want them to be.
Absolutely.
Take too many precautions instead of not enough.
Yes. With like a minute and 35 to go in the game, Oak Hill will get another chance to possess it. As this kick is end over end, and it will be fielded at about the 24-yard line.
It's Parker Holly.
And Parker gets slammed to the ground by a whole host of Tigers.
Folks, if I could have your attention, please. Sienna Adkins, if you were in the stadium.
Let's take a couple of these and
let's get out of here.
Nobody take timeouts.
Ready for you to go. Sienna Adkins, please make your way.
Hopefully both coaches can realize that this game, for all intents and purposes, is over.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
Let's go home and go to bed and get ready to watch the Mountaineers tomorrow.
Amen to that. And how about me for saying I hope we were going to beat the heck out of Pitt last week, and it came true.
I love it, man. That was a heck of a game. That was fun.
It really was.
Fun game to watch.
I was going to say, Ginger gone. So.
Bet you some cardiologists around the state loved it.
yeah, I bet they did. I never thought about that. I bet cardiologists get a little busier during football season, don't they?
Oh. And that's going to be inbounds, keeping the clock rolling.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I know that against Riverside, Caleb Spike took some
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
snaps at quarterback. Unless he's hurt, which we don't know, he could be banging up himself. But I'm kind of surprised we've seen Antoine go the full game.
Yeah,
go the full game.
I thought that too.
Even with backups in, Antoine has taken every snap. So
Save one. He had
where he had an equipment issue.
Yeah,
but
Owen took,
I would have thought he would have came out by now, but we don't know what's going on with Caleb Spike, so who knows? But you definitely don't want to get Antoine hurt in a cheap situation here.
No. So let's hand the ball off and keep it going.
Jack Tess.
Initial contact by number 54, Michael Dance.
Jack will make it third down and, well,
It should be the game.
Should be the game. I think it is.
All right, I think it is.
Yep, the handshake line has commenced.
At 10:02, what we get started at 7:04?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
2 hours
under a
and
3-hour
58 minutes.
Just under a 3-hour football game.
Yeah.
Just under. So Oak Hill moves to 3-1 on the season, and they'll go to Greenbrier East next week. Shady falls to 1-3. They'll go to Pikeview next week and try to bounce back and get back in the win column, which what would be Vince Colacerto's 100th win at Shady Spring High School. Chris, we talked about this, kind of put a bow on it. You didn't know what to expect from Oak Hill. They found a way to win. It looks a little better than it probably was, but you'll take it and you'll move to 3-1 and get ready for East next week.
Well, you got to win against when you had some kids banged up, and you'll always take that, and that's all that matters. You got your win. You move on to East. Hopefully you get a little healthier and put yourself as we near the midpoint of the season, which is hard to believe already. Because when you're near that midpoint, you start trying to put yourself in good playoff position.
Absolutely. Oak Hill came in ranked 7th in the state. This should help them a little bit, and we'll see what the new rankings come out with on Tuesday. Once again, for Darren McGuffin at Shady Spring High School, Chris Rader here next to me. I am Lucas Berry saying thank you so much, as always, for tuning us in. We'll see you next week, everyone.
Looks like a pretty new one.